Hello and welcome to this video. My name is ActiqueRS and JackX has released today the beta for the combat improvement things. So now you can go and test out the things that they have considered to the EOC. So there is a lot of things that have been suggested by the players, and those are being taken into consideration. And I will go through all of these things in this video. So yeah, I will start off with the special attacks. So JackX is going to revamp the special attacks and add them to RuneScape. And as you can see over here, there is an icon which you can just click and cast your special attack, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So as I'm using the Bandos God Sword, I think it's some kind of an AoE attack. So when I have full adrenaline, I can click this button and then I can cast my special attack. So as you can see, when I click this, it does the special attack and it killed the monster. And these special attacks, I think they will be revamped slightly. But yeah, I will show you some other special attacks as well. That special attack is pretty much close to the old attack of the Bandos God Sword. And at the moment it seems that it's not as good as any other ultimate ability. And since you need full adrenaline for it, this one is probably not gonna be worth it to use if it gets implemented like it is now in the beta. But this is a beta and everything will be changed. So now I am using the Zami God Sword and I have Ice Cleave special attack, and this deals 10% more damage and freezes the target for 10 seconds, and I need 60% adrenaline to use this. So let's check how it works. So it does some kind of a special attack that looks pretty much the same as the Zami God Sword special attack before. So in a sense you are getting the special attacks back. I don't think I have any. Wait, I have the Korasi sword, so I'm gonna try using the Korasi sword special attack and show that to you as well. Okay, and now I have 60% adrenaline, and when I use this button, then I will use the Korasi sword special attack, which didn't pretty much deal any damage. But yeah, this is cool. So they are kind of adding the special attacks back. So next off there is the Revolution ability. And this is a momentum replacement or something like that, and the momentum will also remain in the game. But when you use Revolution, it will use the special abilities, basic abilities in the order that you have in the bar. And when you want to build up your adrenaline, you can just fight combat like this, and it keeps doing the basic abilities in an order. So this is kind of useful, I suppose. So you can just easily gain some adrenaline by this kind of one-click combat. So I'm really happy about this if this comes to RuneScape, because if you just organize your bar correctly, then you can just easily use this to build up your adrenaline, and then just only use the thresholds when you want to use the thresholds like that. So this is something that I really like about the combat beta, and I can't wait until this gets implemented to the real RuneScape. So yeah, this is very cool. This is so cool, because now it's very low intensity combat, because it always does a basic ability in the order when I just start simply hitting the monster and when the basic abilities are ready. And now I will show you how the momentum is being changed. So as you can see, when you are using the momentum now, you can still gain adrenaline, and when you are using the momentum, you are gaining adrenaline, and I think it won't break the momentum when you use ultimate abilities and the special attacks from the weapons. So I will show you that in a moment when I just gain some adrenaline first. So as you can see, I still have momentum activated, and when I use the special attack from my Korasi sword, it doesn't break my momentum, and I can just keep training with the momentum on. And it also works for the ultimate abilities, so you can just gain momentum and then, gain adrenaline while using the momentum. And when you want to use something like the Berserker, you can just use Berserker. So that's gonna be like really nice low intensity combat. But I think that the new Revolution is gonna be a bit better than using momentum, because I'm gaining kind of slowly adrenaline when I use the momentum. Another cool thing about the combat beta is the ability queuing. So for example, when I hit a monster like this, I click number 2 and then I click number 3 and it queues the abilities, so I don't have to smash my keyboard like before. I'm not used to using that, but for example, I think I had that ability queued. So wait a second, now it's queued and it does the ability next. And like this, so you can like use one ability and then you can queue the next ability so it uses it next. And this is kind of useful, and this will make the combat a bit less smashing your keyboard. But yeah, it takes some practice to learn how to use it perfectly, but because I'm kind of used to smashing the keyboard. But basically there is a queue for the abilities now that is just slightly reducing the amount of smashing keyboards, which is nice. It's very nice. Also, they are adding some kind of quick loadout switching, which can help you in like changing gear at your bank. But I don't think this is at the moment in the beta, so I cannot show that. But basically they are making something like when you go to bank, you just click one button and it puts all the armor on that you have in this quick loadout as long as it's in the bank. So this is gonna be very useful. They're also changing some PvP things, so the incoming damage and the stun durations will be fixed, and they are just trying to make the PvP like make more sense, because at the moment when you are doing PvP you are stunned all the time and you can't do anything because you cannot do freedom all the time, and if like 3 people are gangbanging you, you just can't escape. It's impossible because you can only use freedom one time like this, and then you have to wait forever to use the freedom ability. But I think that Jagex will be working on this combat beta for a while before they implement anything. And I'm not sure if it makes sense to invest in some gear that might be get added a special attack like Dragon Claws. Because the thing is that Dragon Claws had a special attack, but not the Chaotic Claws. And Dragon Claws is still level 60, and that's just not that cool. So yeah, okay, this guy is recognizing me. But yeah, see you guys later, I think. This is pretty much about what I have to say about the combat beta at the moment. Go test it out and play around with it. I'm very excited for the Revolution, and I hope that Revolution will be added to RuneScape, because that will definitely be very interesting to do some combat with it, because then it's not gonna be as much of smashing your keyboard and much more enjoyable. So yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you enjoyed, please leave it a like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you guys later.